Hey y'all. Hey y'all, what's up? Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I came back because I was having some issues with the sound, but we were getting some cards from the Magdalene Oracle. And no matter what oracles I'm working with, it just seems as though we keep returning to the theme of past lives. And watch a couple of my other videos from the past few days or the last few uploads, and you'll hear me talking about past lives. And one of the things that um, I neglected to mention, because the last time I talked about this, I was starting to run out of steam. So the past lives that we are starting to understand, and the influences that they have on the present, require exploration into the unknown, and to understand that some emotions that we feel can hold us from becoming our best self in the present time because of other lifetimes. Okay. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Now I want to start to actually read this past lives card. And so, like, the path to liberation and the path to free yourself from the weight of karma of the past life requires you to kind of review it. And that is why I feel like that they're starting to push us in this direction, and to help me to help you guys understand this concept, so that you can understand that not everything that takes place in the now is a result of this lifetime. Okay. So let's look at the book. It says an emotional issue that has plagued you for some time is being resolved and cleared through your dreams. You may wish to try to remember your dreams and pay closer attention to them. In your dream state, you will subconsciously revisit several past lives, reconciling past issues which are causing problems for you in this lifetime. To help facilitate this process, set aside a few minutes for prayers and meditations before you go to sleep, and imagine yourself bathed in golden light and ask your angels to guide and heal you while you are asleep. Ask that you may awaken to each new day with joy and love in your heart, and give thanks for the gentle healing that has taken place. Okay. So, excuse me. This is not something where you have to figure everything out all at once. Okay. More than likely, the karma that we experience in this lifetime is compounded by more than one lifetime, and is affected by specifically the last lifetime, most likely. So it could be a combination of both. Okay. One way to dive in and investigate this phenomenon is to look at your astrology chart, which you can get online. You want to get your birth chart, which you can get for free. Okay. And you want to look at where your north and south nodes are in that chart and where they are. And you want to do a little bit of research on the positions of the signs in your chart and where they are, so that you can understand your path. because that north node is the energy of what you are to become in this lifetime. And the south node is where you have come out of, okay? Just the previous lifetime, okay? And if you are into astrology, you know where you were born, what time, okay? Uh, when you were born, the location, okay? Then you can have a pretty accurate snapshot of that. If you're missing one or more of those things, then a birth chart will be a little bit difficult for you to determine. Okay. You may have to go see an expert uh, to help you get a better view of your chart if you do not know that information. There are experts out there that know how to reverse engineer your chart. Okay. So we're going to look at liberation. Okay. It says a person who recently hurt or disappointed you in some way, from a higher perspective, a mirror of the hurt and disappointment that has already existed inside of you. Every event of your life, regardless of whether it's good or bad, right or wrong, positive or negative, is just an experience that helps you grow to expand your awareness of life. The hurt or disappointment that you may feel, while completely valid, is an opportunity for you to grow stronger and more resilient, and for you to examine what it is you don't love about yourself and what you do. It's safe for you to be open and trust that in the overriding greater purpose of your life. Listen to your heart and soul and be guided by your true inner voice. It says, I am loved and eternally loved, and I'm blessed. For now, love and accept yourself exactly as you are without wishing to change any aspect of you. Try not to place any expectations on yourself and others. Stand tall and empowered and be just as you are. Through self-acceptance and self-love comes a newfound sense of freedom that transforms the way you see and interact with the world around you. Okay. As far as that's concerned, I think that a lot of times with other people, we play out past karmas that we're not quite aware of, especially when it comes to the people that are close to us, like parents, good friends, frenemies, enemies, you name it. The relationships that are significant to us are very important, whether they're positive or negative, and they have a place in your life to help to liberate you in this life from your current karmas. Okay. So let's look at the Modern Witch Tarot and see what they have to give to us. What I'm seeing is an event or events that took place in past life karmas where it's this feeling of unacceptance, because I have the page of the page of pentacles. The page of pentacles is very practical. They have a gift to give. They might be a novice, or they might be new in their fields, or they might just have new ideas, but they have this offering. Okay. They're offering their skills and talents to the whole, to being a team player, to help solve a problem, to build something, to invest. Okay. And here we have the Five of Swords. That energy is really brutal to someone who is just starting out. Okay. Or suffering that defeat early on in areas of your life where things are just starting to be new can be excruciating, and it can threaten to destroy your spirit and how you view things and how you deal with people. especially when it comes to Five of Swords, okay? You might have been walking away defeated, you know? And in that way, now it comes to the Two of Swords, which is getting back on the horse, understanding your direction in life, making a huge decision, but not quite seeing everything and reviewing everything for what it is, or not quite seeing things for what they are to be able to make that choice. Okay. Sometimes that Two of Swords is knowing that you have a decision to make and not making it quite yet, or not in a rush, kind of being at a stalemate. Okay. Then we have the Four of Swords. Okay. Once you rack your brain for a long time, the Four of Swords is um, greatly affected by this Five of Swords energy. Okay. Because after that defeat, or after that, the battles that you've had to go through, especially in early points of your career, in early points of your education, in early points of relationships, just being that, having that spirit of youthfulness in situations. You then have to recover, you then have to heal, you then have to get your mind in the right place. Okay. So after defeat, the Four of Swords is often more like a mental retreat. Okay. And that Two of Swords energy, that mental retreat, is more putting off decisions that you must make, buying yourself time to get back together, to put your mental back together, to get your head back into the game. Okay. Mm-mm. Interesting. This could be a recurring theme in life, but it could be alluding to a past life as well. Okay. So these are the energies that they're trying to liberate us from. It is the reluctance to show, I like this, the reluctance to show your gifts and your talents and your skills. Feeling stuck in like this hangman energy, feeling stuck in a place of not being an authority, or not becoming uh, a key player in the way that you would like to. Okay. With the Hangsman energy, the suspension of your progression in life, especially in your career, could have gone on for a long time. Okay. And what I've realized is that a lot of times when it comes to past lives, there were things that we wanted to achieve in life that we were not able to do in that lifetime. Okay. So then we come back again to give ourselves another chance, especially with this Ace of Wands. Okay. The Ace of Wands comes in as a way for the universe to tell you to get up, to get moving, to go forward. Okay. Because we have this inner strength. Because now we're fortified. Okay. Sometimes that hangman is just a pause to get ourselves together. But once we get the signal to go, it's time to go. But we're not jumping at the opportunity like we used to do. Okay. So this King of Wands energy is Maximiliano. Yeah, sure. You can ask the question. I don't mind. I don't mind. What's coming in career for you? Can you like and subscribe? Can you like and subscribe my page, please? That would be nice. Thank you. Okay. Mm-mm. Um. So a lot of times, our careers, the hangman came up again. A lot of times in our careers, they're very much connected to our past lives, and the things and the skills that we have garnered from those times. The hanged man came out, which indicates no significant changes coming. Okay. That's neither good nor bad. I just feel like if you're looking for something to change in your career right now, it's probably not the time for that to happen. It's it's not going to change significantly. Um, like if you're looking for like a promotion, yeah, I see the 4 or 5 of cups. So I feel like that you're not emotionally getting what you want out of your career right now. Um, and maybe because I feel like it's just how you're looking at things, because this 5 of cups is a very negative emotional state. Okay. And that might be what needs to be adjusted rather than your career needing to be adjusted. You have to show some sort of inner strength and inner resolve to see things through. Okay. The hangman energy, there's no telling sometimes like when those periods will end. A lot of times, it is a period of self sacrifice. Okay. A willing self of sacrifice. So, um, not all the time do we get what we want out of that self sacrifice. Okay. But I don't feel like it's something like that it's a bad thing. I feel like because of this 4 of cups energy, see, she says over it. It says over it. Then you're just over it. You know, you're over it emotionally. Okay. With this strength card, emotional states tend to change. So sometimes we just got to see things through until our feelings change. Sometimes, if you're not seeing any significant change in your feelings, or even if you're looking at the brighter side of things, sometimes we have to just see the brighter side of things and have gratitude, because the universe is trying to give you that happiness, you know, despite your job or despite what you're doing. But don't look for any significant changes. This right now, the strength card is letting you know that you're going to have to persevere, and this doesn't look like in the terms of getting what you want right away. Okay, this you're in this for the long haul. Okay. Whoever else joined us, you can ask me a question. I do not mind answering your question. I see somebody else in the chat. I see somebody else here, but Now, when it comes to the energy of so you have another offer. hmm Well, when I see that, sometimes I'm gonna take that one. Sometimes in terms of offers, you do want to look at your opportunity cost. and if there's a better situation for you, but sometimes the grass ain't always greener on the other side. Um, uh-huh. I see a message coming to you. Um, some good news. Hold off on, because I see some good news coming to you that is going to make you very excited. Um, so, Queen of Cups energy. Queen of Cups energy comes up. Six of Pentacles energy comes up. Something is going to be returned to you. I wouldn't like. I feel like something is coming to you when you least expect it, and so the Six of Pentacles is here, and that talks about like what you do comes back to you. So if you've already invested in a position and you've already done a lot in there, something is coming to return. And the Three of Wands is coming too. So I feel like there's returns coming in your current position. That Page of Wands energy is there too. So I feel like some very good news is coming. Okay. And you'll want to be patient for those things to come back in. It's like as soon as you decide you want to change your position, like something good happens and make you it might make you stay in that position because something good finally happens. Okay. And so in this Queen of Cups energy, that is also an energy of patiently waiting and receiving. Okay. So that's what they're asking me to tell you, is to patiently wait and receive, because that High Priestess energy is there too. Because there's something that you can't quite see. And before you start to make a decision, something has to be revealed first. So something is being revealed underneath the surface. Okay. That you kind of have to use your intuition about it before you start to make those kinds of decisions. I feel as though there is something coming on the horizon that has not gotten to you yet. And so you'll want to wait. This is in the form of good news, and also this is a form of pentacles, which is the monies and careers and opportunities. Money. Okay. So I feel like that you are in the works of some returns first before you start taking opportunities. Okay. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Mhm. Okay, cool. All right, let's go back into the Magdalene Oracle and see what we can make from there. Okay. All right, the Magdalene Oracle. Hello, AES. Nice to meet you. Can you like my video and subscribe for me? Yeah, go for it. Ask me a question. Why not? Mm-hmm. I like when people ask me questions. What's coming for you for the rest of this year, for the rest of 2022? So the next couple of months. Is that what you're asking me? Okay. You're welcome, Maxie. Liberation. It's funny because this is what this card is the card that I started out with. And I would love to read it for you, but I'm gonna just give you a synopsis. Basically, liberation is what happens when you're going through that transformation period with people who in your relationship. So there's a revolution happening with your relationships. There's a revolution happening in the energies of how you see yourself. It's very personal. It's a very personal inner experience because sometimes we are projecting our feelings and thoughts onto other people and playing different roles out to where those roles are things that are within in us. And so it is a time of deep reflection for you because and so what they asked you to do is kind of like don't put too much expectations on yourself and others. Okay, try to like be understanding of others as much as possible because they're trying to liberate you from certain feelings that you're all harboring. Okay, about yourself, about how you like yourself, about how you see yourself. So you don't have to try and change yourself in any kind of way. Okay, and the emperor shows up. So the emperor talks about the relationships, like in terms of what we're talking about. The emperor is the power to take control, to be an authority. Okay, and the emperor can stand for authority figures in life. It talks about the father figure. So this could be issues that are stemming from father related issues that can come to the surface. Okay, yeah, that is very much Emperor Aries Emperor card. So we have 5 of Cups. You're lamenting over um, things that happened in the past, and it seems that you cannot. You're recovering from grief and recovering from sadness. Okay, because of past failure, because of past failures. You're not able to see what is coming for you in the positive things that are in your life because you're still in that phase of healing through those emotions of loss and grief, which is going to take some time. So you don't want to rush that process. Okay. um this is a time of very deep reflection for you because when you come out on top, then you can continue to be this emperor energy, this energy of authority over your life. Okay. But something with this 10 of Swords really has to come to an end. Okay. And you have been really distracted by a lot of things in your life when it comes to your career. You work really hard. Um, you're concentrated on life. You're concentrated on balancing different aspects of your life. You're very active in your life, but something very a vicious cycle has come to a close, and you need that time. You need that time to really dig deep and reflect now because you have to heal. You're wounded in your emotions and in your mind. Okay, and so that is throwing you off of that balance. You're starting to see your life kind of get out of control. Okay, um, which is a good thing. It can be a good thing because when you see your life, it's somewhere imbalanced, and you can look and kind of like see that you have to slow down and take some time to look within. Um, Liberation card. Um, it says through self acceptance and self love comes a newfound sense of freedom, which transforms the way you see and interact with the world around you. So there has to be some sort of release of these feelings. Okay, there has to be a sort of release of the way that you see yourself. Okay, because it's affecting every aspect of your life when you are doing your work and you're balancing everything and everything looks good on the surface, but beneath the surface it's not looking good. Beneath the surface you're nobody this is something that nobody can see. So it's okay to keep these things to yourself, but ultimately you can't. There's only so much ignoring that you can do. Okay. So after these 2 months, something comes to a close too, that makes you more happier. Okay. This is being happy with your family or being happy with the people that you love. Ultimately, a happy ending comes from this, but not after feeling like you took a loss, or you are not after feeling the hurt. Okay. Okay. That 10 of Cups is nice to get because being close to your family is very good. You know, but it's hard to connect with people. So like over the next couple of months, like you're going to find it easier to connect with people on an emotional level when before you're kind of in your own brain, in your own mind, about things. Also, 10 of Swords is also suffering betrayals. So while you're suffering those betrayals, it's like it's hard to trust people again. It's hard to start a new cycle, but ultimately you'll come out on top emotionally, because now you'll start to enrich your current current relationships with the ones that are the closest to you. Okay. I'm not seeing any love coming in. The 10 of Cups does talks about a partner, but it can be that talks about family. It's like I don't see the face of this person. I don't see the face of it. Hmm. 3 of Pentacles. I'm seeing people come in and out, but it's all relating to work energies. Not like romantic energies. I'm seeing the people that are coming into your life, and also there are people leaving your life as well. The people that are shifting in your life are mostly people who you're either working with, um, or you have a practical relationship with them, um, or the people you're trying to build with. This 5 of Pentacles energy is like, not good. It's like not conducive for the new love. It's very cold. It's very like going without. So this is might be a dry period for you when it comes to love in the next 2 months. So I'm not seeing like, I'm seeing a enrichment in your family life and in your friendship life. Okay. See now this so Max, like this is something that like you're gonna have to order a reading from me for that, because that's gonna take a long time for me to dive into. The whole month is gonna take a long. It's gonna take some time to dive into that, and I don't think you wanna want me to divulge everything that's gonna happen in your finances on the live. Yeah. This is something that we're gonna have to look into that. I do personal readings. Um, I can send you my email. I do charge for them. They're cheaper than most people, what most people's readings are. But Robert Lotus at gmail.com. I'm gonna put it in my gmail.com. Okay. Neferably Lotus at gmail.com. Yeah, so yeah, I'm glad it resonated for y'all. So thanks for subscribing and stuff and clicking the notifications and everything. Yeah, so the question about 2023. Now I want you to understand the things about, the readings is that, not everything, is wise to share out in the open. And that's why I do them privately. So stuff like that I do privately. Um, in terms of a question like that. So there's a lot of information that's going to come out that is going to take a lot of time. And I hope you understand that. So, let me look at, so in the meantime, for the cookouts, what I'm going to do is draw another Magdalene Oracle. Okay, so I'm going to put liberation back because they keep telling us about liberation. They keep telling us about this inner transformation that is happening for a lot of us, not just me or you, but it's happening for a lot of people. Oh my God, my cards just fell everywhere. It just fell everywhere, Jesus. You know what? I'm going to take this one right here. What did I say? Transformation. Did I just say transformation? Is that what I just said? You can't make this up. You can't even write this. You can't even make this up. Okay? Like you can't make this up. You guys saw it live. In the midst of this transformation, it seems like it just feels like a lot of things come to the surface. And like I was saying before, some of it comes from past life energies. And so if you're not used to doing any kind of meditations or regressions, love comes into play too. I like that energy. That's like heart chakra energy. Is the ways we connect with people. We might not have been getting everything that we can get. Intimacy. So by the end of these transformations, our ability to connect with people will be even greater. Our ability to let abundance energies in will be even greater. The quality of life that we have in respect to how we feel about ourselves and others in life in general is going to be a little bit better. Because we have to realize that in this time of life, we talk about like things in God. Okay, godly energy. I want to look at that because I don't think I ever got that card before. So it's like God manifesting itself in the hearts of people. So there's this transformation. When you're walking a spiritual path, it's like it is you're priming and preparing your body, and this is your vessel. And so you have to prepare your body, you have to prepare your brain, you have to prepare everything for the coming of this energies and the energies of God. Okay. And everything about spirituality is about preparing for these things to happen. Okay. Um, it is in the time of greatest need that we feel the most alone. The universe heard your call and wants you to know that the divine creator always fills and surrounds you. Surrender all your fears and concerns. Okay. So, hello. How are you doing, Sharmilla? Could you please like and subscribe? I would love for you to do that. So, when I see this transformation, all of the transformation that is happening is to prepare your body and your mind in a physical sense to receive a upgrade, to receive a bigger allowance to which God can God can fill itself up with you, or the reverse around. I hope this is making sense to y'all. So the ways that we understand what God is, it is a presence that it fills us. Sure. You can ask a question. You can ask a question. I will let you know if I can answer that question or not. Some questions, like I said, need to be worked out in a private session, but some of them I will answer on the live. So go for it. Okay. You are free to ask me a question. Thank you, Maxie. Thanks for coming. I'm glad to have the company on here. It's nice to have some company. Mm-hmm. Of course, my name is Nephra Blue Lotus. My name is Nephra Blue Lotus. That comes from the ancients, the ancient lifetime that I have lived, and so I am when I take on this persona, I'm channeling that energy, in life. Sharmilla, I feel like that you asked me to ask you another question, but you didn't ask it. So feel free to put your question in the chat room. You're welcome. You're welcome. That's what I'm here for. Hi, Green. Hi, Green. So the basis of what I do a lot of tarot. I study tarot and oracles and doing divinations for like 10 years. Okay. Green, I am awesome. So what is your connection with your Ramesh Vazu? Okay. So I hope I can answer that for you. I'm going to use the oracles to figure that out. They said that's your guardian. They said that's your guardian angel. So what you'll want to do, and I feel like I was like getting chills when I said that. And they wanted to let you know that they're your guardian angel and that they're here to help you when you need it. But you have to ask them to do it. They're not just going to they'll protect you, but a lot of times you have to ask them to intercede in your life. Okay, Green, you are allowed to ask me a question. Absolutely. Hi, Jera. If you would like a question, I would just ask that you like my video and subscribe to my page. Yeah, we'll keep it to one question per person. Of course, like not all. Any messages from the late father? Thank you. Okay. Questions from the late father. Uh-huh. JRA, if you would want to, you're welcome, Sharmilla. Okay. One thing I'm seeing is a lot of butterflies. So I'm feeling like the butterflies is a way for him to let you know that that he is with you or watching you. So you have to look for butterflies. That's the message. That's the message from spirit about how they communicate with you. There's a lot of love here too. When it comes to this, I'm seeing like this energy. It looks very much like you have endured a lot of suffering, or that you're currently enduring some suffering in a physical sense. And so the presence of that father energy is very close, but I don't think I ever got this card before, so I wanted to read it. The real you. I feel like you were like somebody hurt you, or somebody injured you. Okay, so it says something inside you yearns to reconnect. Pay attention to your feelings and start to reclaim the beautiful qualities that you possess. Lighten up and have fun. As your true nature reemerges, you'll feel inspired to discover a new way of looking at life. So your father energy and the way that they're interacting with you is trying to help you to understand to even despite having to endure of violence in some way, that they're watching over you. Them butterflies are there, and they're just trying to get you to look at life in a different kind of way, because you're not like you used to be. um like you're not like you used to, I feel like you used to be more upbeat about life, and you used to be more happy in life, but I feel like it just kind of drags you down, and so they're trying to help you to get back to that place. Okay. And so look for them butterflies, and when you start to see them butterflies, just that's your late father. Okay, so you want to just sit and meditate with them butterflies and absorb the messages that your father's trying to bring you, especially when you feel them in the heart center. Okay, because that's where you feel the people there. They're there, but it's just like when we are not connecting with the divine energy, then we can't feel them, so we feel like that we're by ourselves. Okay, that's when we get it kind of misconstrued. Okay, so he's always trying to connect with you. He's using them butterflies, okay, to help to reconnect with you. All right. Hello, hello. All right, JR, you still here? You're welcome, Green. I hope that was good for you. Yeah, it was a beautiful message. I like. Whew. Excuse me. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. you know, what's next for you in love? Interesting. I'm going to get a oracle. No, it doesn't drain me. Okay. Uh, uh, uh. Sophia. Mm. Ooh. I'm getting chills. Eternal embrace. That is very much twin flamey energy. I see you're like in a separation right now when it comes to love. Sophia energy comes up when somebody, you might be getting somebody. Oh yeah, I do like to do readings on people who pass because I interact with beings on that level, and it's not that I don't see them because I don't like to see things like that, but I understand how they interact with us in a physical sense, and they can do that. Okay, and they can interact with us through different mediums, which is why I do what I do. So the eternal embrace is here. This is telling me that this is like this energy and love for you. It's like very twin flaming. Um, and Sophia is letting me know that there's some forgiveness that needs to be had, or they're going to come to you and ask you for somebody who really needs you to forgive them. And ascension is here too. Okay. So with that, there is an ascension of a relationship to where, and it seems like a past relationship, a past life relationship. Okay. And it comes in as a twin flame kind of energy. I use the twin flame, kind of with a grain of salt, because sometimes those energies are not forever. Like they don't always spell out lover, they don't always spell out life partner, but in love, I'm going to read eternal embrace. Um, eternal embrace. Okay. It says every time, every quality you think you possess comes with the opposite quality attached to it. So I feel like there's somebody who is significantly that you match, but y'all are like really, really opposite of another. Thank you, Green. Thank you for liking my glasses. JR, y'all are like very, very opposite one another. And I can see how y'all conflict. But it could be that y'all are a good match, and things just didn't work out, or you're holding some sort of unforgiveness when it comes to them, and not like you want them to change in some way, but they're just your opposite. Okay. I want to look at this ascension card. It says trying to get a higher state of awareness may seem like a long and slow process. Higher consciousness is acknowledging wisdoms and words far beyond explanation. So I feel like when it comes to that, I don't know if JRA, I don't know if you're still here or not, but I feel like that ascension card is letting me know that like that energy is trying to work itself out, and y'all are just in a separation. There needs to be some there needs to be some forgiveness when it comes to this person, and they might ask you flat out, because I just feel the energy of like this long standing relationship that goes, it's very spiritual, and y'all are kind of like on similar pathways, spiritually, and it's not all going to happen overnight. Um, you have to continue your journey, and this could include having another partner, or it could include finding somebody new altogether. Okay, but still, like there's this one person that just seems to just seems to grind your gears. The strength card comes in here. Okay, so there's some spiritual strength that needs to be had, when it comes to seeing things. And I have the death energy, magician. Okay, so I'm looking at the strength, the death, and the magician. Okay, death card and the magician. So I see the death card and that flower, and this flower are a lot of the same. And I'm feeling like there's a close to bad blood or bad energy or some sort of forgiveness. Okay, here. And then with this magician energy, it comes with ascension. So that's finding a new direction. That's understanding your own spiritual path and using your own spiritual tools. Okay. And the strength card is to understand where it is that you like about yourself and what you don't like in someone else. Okay. And once you realize those things, you realize that your match is the opposite of you. They're not going to be just like you. All right. They're not just like you. Um, and so I see it kind of like a resurgence or a rebirth of a significant relationship for you. Yeah, Jerry, you ain't listening to what I was saying. I feel like that's I see somebody like coming in from the past, um, wanting forgiveness, but the relationship is in sort of a rebirth period. Um, she said that relationship is in sort of a rebirth period, and like, and it's because it doesn't seem like the perspective that you have of this person is one that embraces them for who they truly are, um, and wanting to change them or wanting them to change before they're supposed to change because it's in divine timing. They're gonna like they require some sort of forgiveness from you, so they're gonna come back and ask. They're gonna the universe has a way of getting people together, even if you block them. Like, this is funny because like in this era of social media, um, the right communications have a way of reaching you, even if you block that person. You might run into him in the fucking grocery store, or you might be in New York. Like, this happened to me a couple of times. Okay, so I see that Ten of Swords energy here. So it was not good. Like, not everything about that relationship was good, because this Ten of Swords is here. So you need some sort of closure with that relationship, but it's forgiveness. I'm not saying that you should take that person back, but there is a sort of rebirth that is happening for both of you, and you guys are tied together in a way that is significant. Like, there's a cord between you two. Okay, it doesn't mean that y'all have to be together, but that relationship with that person in that point in time for you right now is very significant. Okay, and you have to acknowledge it, because it is a spiritual connection. It's not just a physical one. So you have to account for the spirituality in that connection. All right. Okay. Because it goes beyond a physical kind of thing. And it just seems like everything just goes like to hell when you get into them kind of connections. But more than anything, it's supposed to awaken you to your spiritual self. Okay. So you have to understand. And I do see them coming anyway with the message for you. They do want to reach out and communicate with you. They want to ask you for some sort of forgiveness, and they do require that. And I want to read that because it'll be up to you whether to do that or not. So it says, someone dear to you needs your love and support, perhaps even your forgiveness. Let it all go and make up. Deep down, you both know that you love each other. Life is too short to waste. Adopt a loving attitude, for love will heal all things. Honor and respect each other's differences. Individuality is sacred. You are both beautiful souls. Through love and forgiveness, a world of infinite possibility and contentment awaits you. Oh boy. I wish I had some tissue, because I want to blow my nose. Hold on, I found a rag. Excuse me, you guys. Ew, that's up. Okay. You're welcome, JRA. Yeah, that was a cool read. I love to read. Thank you for your subscriptions and likes and stuff. Thank you. If y'all come online, I always got some cute, cards and stuff. Besides that, I make products. I make crystal wraps. All the stuff. I got all the stuff. I'm currently redesigning my website. I do a lot of educational things. So if you're interested in doing things like this, I'm a good resource for that. In the meantime, if there's no longer any other questions or any concerns or comments, I would like to close things out. And yes, these really do be on point. So it will serve you if you can one day, if you're interested, if you want to get a reading for yourself. You have my undivided attention. You can email me for now. Okay. You can email me for now. And see, you'll never know what happens with me with my readings. That can go in different directions. What do you have? You have a question, Green? Put it. You can stick it in the chat before I go. Yes, what are your pronouns? He, she, they, them. It doesn't really matter. I'm like gender I'm like gender non-conforming, so it doesn't really matter to me. I realize that I have like a full beard. I look like a dude, and then when I shave it off, I look kind of like real feminine. So it does. My looks and I'm gender fluid. Like I change my appearance. Yeah. Was that your question? Was that the question you wanted to ask me? Yeah. He said, "When can I get a career read?" Mm-mm. Where will you be in the future? Well, I'm going to stop you right there because A, the future is not set in stone. Okay. So what I might read for you today can change depending on what you feel and what you think in the direction that you want to go. Um, what I can do is I can amend that question to see if there's going to be any changes in your career that you may need to look at, or any changes coming in the near future. How about that? In the near future. Okay. So with these kind of like futuristic reads, prophetic, you want to be kind of specific in what you ask. Yeah, because future, it can change. Future, if it's too far, it can change. But there are some things that are kind of like immediate that okay. Four of Swords, Seven of Cups. I see right now like you are maybe you're not solid in what you want to do. You got a lot of options going on, but you're not sure, and they might be overwhelming you a lot. You're not sure which one is the best for you. You might be getting a lot of offers. You're in that place where it's like a lot of things are open to you. But you're also in this other phase where and it's very overwhelming to you. It's overwhelming. I love this, love this. King of Cups energy. I'm feeling like that's your energy. The King of Cups is like a therapist. The King of Cups is like a counselor. Um, they might be like a psychologist or a psychiatrist. They take care of people's emotional well-being. Um, in a way where things might like okay, you might do well in counseling positions or a position where you have to use your emotional intelligence. That King of Cups energy is good for that kind of thing. Okay, so that's that. I'm thinking this might be giving you a clue. Another thing you can do to kind of narrow down your career paths is to look at your birth chart. Okay, look at your birth chart and check out the different houses that represent the career. Okay, and get that birth chart, get it printed out. Um, when you study your chart, then you can start to understand where your Jupiter is in respect to your chart. So what sign is your Jupiter in? Okay, because Jupiter rules career and the things that are going to help us expand in life in our future. Okay. Also, I had the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. I mean, the Aces. Okay. So immediately, I am seeing the Ace of Pentacles. That is like this is new job and new career energy. So I want you to kind of like you need to prepare yourself because sometimes these things can be unpredictable when they come in, and so you need to be ready. Like you need to be ready to accept certain opportunities that are coming towards you. It just seems as though like you're overwhelmed and you're not really like You're trying to get your mind together and get your mind right, but you need to physically get yourself right. Like physically get yourself organized. Start to get yourself on a schedule, on a sleeping schedule. Okay. Start to get yourself in the right mindset to accept these opportunities that's coming toward you, because there's a couple coming towards you that you don't have to go out and look for. Okay. They're going to come towards you. Okay. But you don't want to get caught with your pants down. All right. And when they come in, you don't want to be unprepared. Those aces can come in really relatively, those energies can come in quickly without you having to know about them. Okay. And so one of the things you have to do is get yourself motivated. Okay. It seems just you're just trying to get your mind right. It's hard to get up out of bed, or you're not feeling like you're feeling that energy, but you have to get yourself motivated. Okay. The overwhelming options thing can overwhelm you, but um, if you want to remedy this too, just pick something. Just pick one thing. Pick one thing and stick to it. Um, just like sometimes we feel like we're missing out on the thing that we can do the best, and other times it's like just pick something. Just pick one thing, and you can call it towards you. But to be in this space of constantly having your options open, it kind of drains you in a way. It does overwhelm you. So you might want to just pick a path, you know. If you don't pick a path and you're just leaving it up to random, which is fine, but you have to be ready for those events to take place. So you can't be caught unprepared. Okay. So that's my advice to you. If anything, you need a position that is like, yeah, going to have you to help people, or be emotionally supportive, or being a counselor, or even being like customer service or HR, or something where you kind of have to like work with people who are having emotional problems, you know. Yeah, you have a lot of options, but you can't take all of them. You're not going to be able to do you're not going to be able to do everything. That's not like you can only do one thing at a time. And so some things you have to choose what you want to do right here and now, um, and put the rest on the back burner. Definitely in this climate of career changes that a lot of people are going through, not just you, will want to be in careers that we're going to be in for a long time. Okay. So yeah, you do want to choose wisely, and you want to know yourself, and you do want to like make a decision that's based on what's going to be best for you. Um, but there's sometimes a bit of confusion when it comes to having so many options left out on the table. Okay. So you want to narrow them things down. Okay. You have to say no to some. You have to say no, unfortunately, to some of them, to most of them. Okay. All right. Let me see if the oracle. I'm gonna give you an oracle, and then I'm gonna close it out. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Saint Sinner. Interesting. Revelation. This is what I wanted to see. So they're trying to give you a little bit of a time frame. They said a miracle is happening. A miracle is about to happen. So I'm gonna let you know. It says, do not lose sight of your original purpose or intentions. Keep in mind, it says, your determination and perseverance is about to pay off, and what you worked for will start to manifest. It will be time to celebrate your achievements. But do not get too elated. Keep focused and do not lose sight of your original purpose and intention. Okay? Keep in mind that all that you do should not only serve you, but serve those around you. In doing this, the universe will continue to guide you and offer you assistance. Visualize your work and influence reaching larger numbers of people. Imagine this happening with ease and only in ways that make you feel comfortable. It takes no more effort to think big than small. And remember that a miracle is always possible no matter what you find, no matter what situation that you find yourself in. Okay? So you're not limited. You're not limited to what things that you can achieve or what things that you can conceive or what you can bring towards you. A miracle is definitely on the way of happening to you. You just have to believe that it's going to happen, you know? And that's going to include saying no to some things. That's going to take you away from that, okay? So you have to stay true to what it is. Revelation is there too, so that's important. Because this is saying that some information is coming to you. It says you'll soon have the answers you seek. Sit quietly and bring your focus to your breath and meditate. Pay attention to what you feel in your heart. Hi, Letitia. Good morning. Could you, I can do a little short reading for you. If you want to ask me a question, if you would like, and subscribe my video. It says, don't waste your energy trying to figure everything out logically, for this is only going to cause confusion. And I think that that's where you're getting it confused, is because you're trying to think of stuff logically. And when it comes to career, you do want to do that. But part of the career is understanding your divine purpose and merging them two things together, okay? So that you are fulfilling your divine purpose and having a career at the same time, okay? Trust that loving guidance is within you and it unfolds in perfect time. All will fall into place over the coming 2 months, okay? So it's asking you to get your mind right, meditate, get your life right, get your everyday. If you need a routine, you need to meditate, you need to have a spiritual practice of some sort, even if that meditation is for 5 minutes a day in the morning. Get on a little schedule, get on something that's going to help you to because you need to start connecting with the divine energy within the next 2 months, okay? Because something is coming. Excuse me. There's things coming. There's more revelations and information's coming to you. So Saint Sinner comes up and it says, there's more to the situation that meets the eye, okay? Keep an open-minded heart because not all is as it seems, okay? So like I said, like some of them opportunities that are going to come to you, you're going to want to say no to them. You're going to feel like, don't just take the first thing just because you need it, okay? In this realm, it's good to have your opportunities open and it's good to be open, but some things are going to come and it's not going to align with you, so you have to say no to them, okay? It says, remember that often judgments we make about others are judgments we make about ourselves. You'll find peace fulfillments when you accept there's no single truth that applies universally, okay? So you have to understand your truth in certain situations, it says, okay? When it comes to your career and what you want to be and what you want to do, that's all up to you, okay? And the landscape of how you interact with those opportunities in those situations and what you feel is possible is going to be possible, but it just takes time for you. You have to envision it, okay? Okay, so I think that we got enough for you in that, in the way of that. So be open to revelations over the next 2 months, it says, okay? Letitia Gantz. Letitia, what is the question you want to ask about your love life? It just seems like as soon as I want to leave, then people just start rolling back in, huh? You're welcome. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I was talking to this guy and we were dating and he just broke up with me. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Well, let's be glad that he didn't waste no more nobody's time. I like when somebody breaks up with me. I'm like, yeah, okay. You know what? Let me get the Magdalene Oracle before we start digging into the whole situation. Letitia, if you could like the video and subscribe, I would love to start to do this. Okay. Okay. So Letitia, so we're trying to figure out. um, this is okay. He was dating, and he just broke up with you. Transformation, eternal embrace. Oh, thank you. Okay, so when it comes to this connection, um, I feel like they're going to come back. Um, the transformation card comes up, and I want to read that because it was kind of like the same kind of energy that I had with somebody else that came through. Um, it says your world may feel like it has been turned upside down, yet there's no need for concern. A positive transformation related to work, study, or finances is occurring. Don't fear the changes. Okay, so with every ending comes a new beginning. Be prepared to lovingly let go of the past. Trust and be prepared to let go. If there's one certainty in your life, it is that you will continue to transform. Though you might be unsettled and unsure, try to be flexible and be open to new things. So they're trying to like I feel like they've been trying to get you to open up to new things and new experiences. I do feel like there's new love coming in for you, but it's in terms of in the landscape of love, they're also trying to get you to step out in the ways of your career and new things happening in your personal life. I feel like eternal embrace is there too to let you know that this person is going to be reaching out in the future for your forgiveness, so they may come back to you. So I just feel like that this person might just needed a break or was just wanted a break in a relationship. But let me look a little bit further. Hi, Pooja. Hi, Pooja. Okay. Five of Wands. That's competition. That's like I felt like this person might have felt like they had to compete for you or compete for your love, or they didn't feel good enough to be with you. Okay. That Five of Wands energy. Oh, gosh. Mm. And Five of Swords. Okay. Five of Swords is also like very bad communications. Feeling defeated. So y'all might have had words with each other. Y'all might have had words with each other that were not very loving and kind. Okay. I do see something new coming in for your career and your career path. And this energy, so this is just chaotic energy that has entered and transformative energy that entered your relationship that the Hermit. Interesting. The Hermit energy, you may find yourself being in a sometimes the Page of Pentacles is going into a course of studies. That Hermit is going into a course of studies too, but ultimately that Hermit energy is ultimately, just being single. That energy is concentrating on yourself for some time. Um, that energy is like needing to refocus your energies on you and not invest your energies in somebody else at this time. He didn't like me telling him the truth, and he used to put me in three-part situations with witches. And see, yeah, that's the shit that I don't like. But I do feel like that five of wands could be there too. Okay. Eight of wands, messages coming in. I do feel like that this is not the last that you're seeing of this person. So ultimately it could be that that eternal embrace card is very soulmatey energy, and it just might not be that this person is supposed to be in your life forever, but y'all dynamic is to help each other see different parts of one another. That's important. Okay. In the meantime, I do sense that there's a lot of love there in the relationship. And they might need your forgiveness, and you can forgive them. You know what I'm saying? I don't think this is the end of that relationship necessarily, but until that time comes back around, you shouldn't be. I don't think that you should be upset, because that's just how the cookie crumbles. Sometimes it's not necessarily each person's fault. You know, it's just the way that the cookie crumbles, babe. You know. High priestess energy. Also, there is a great, there is something greater underneath the surface that needs to be revealed. Okay. And so that hermit energy, um, something about this, they're on the computer. I feel like you spend a lot of time on the computer. I don't know what that energy is about, but I feel like that's a lot of research. You do a lot. You are kind of like that high priestess energy. You are that hermit energy, like a highly spiritual person, and you use a lot of the internet and the computers to look up different, to educate yourself. Okay, so I do feel like that you already have a like it's time for you to undergo a personal transformation. Okay, and the timely episode of a relationship ending like that is can be an indication that it's just time for you to walk that path of yours alone for right now, not forever, just for right now. Okay. um Yeah, I do sense like with the this is the Sophia card, and I do sense like so that just tells me that there's love. There is love there. It's just that you guys just have major differences that you don't understand about one another. And so that can cause like tremors in a relationship. And I feel like the need to change someone or the need for someone to change you is too much pressure for a relationship like that. And so there's not only do you need to go into transformation, then you need to allow a transformation, a spiritual transformation in yourself to take place. Okay. Um, concentrate on that. And there's something that the mysteries are trying to reveal to you. Okay. Mm. And it's going to take for you to meditate. It's going to take for you to be. It's going to take for you to study. It's going to take for you to channel those messages. Okay. A lot of times we can't do that if we're distracted by a lover that doesn't understand that shit. It's like we forget about our divine purpose. It's like sometimes when we get into these like relationships that are um very much charged with passion and love, that we forget our divine purpose. And a lot of times when we do that, Um, they just they the universe will split us up. So if you indulge in too much into the passion of that energy, then and not constantly, you got to remember to fulfill your divine purpose in the same breath. Okay. If you don't, then sometimes we do a little bit of a separating. They do a little bit of a separation to be like, all right, you need to go do your path, and they need to go do their path, and then hopefully y'all meet up in the middle. There's nothing wrong with that, though. There's nothing wrong with that. I also feel like the reasons he gave you for breaking up may not be the truth about why. And that's why that high priestess is coming out, because you know that there's underlying reasons that are too deep to be understood in a verbal sense, or maybe he doesn't even understand. Okay. So he's just doing the best that he can to reconcile why he needs to break up with you, and he doesn't even know why. The universe is getting him to do it. Okay, the universe is getting him to do it because y'all haven't been y'all have been too focused on one another and not your personal path and what you need to. He used to drain you real. Yeah, he used to drain you or bad and use your gift. Yeah, that's not what that's not what your gift is for. Like, not that's not what it's for. You know. Um, I think that I don't feel like that he's a bad person, but if he is relying on you to do that, um, no, he's definitely your soulmate. He's definitely your soulmate. It's just that sometimes we think soulmates are supposed to stick with us forever, but that's not always the case. The universe can split us up in a minute. You know, it depends on your path and his path together and what y'all supposed to do together. Okay. Sometimes, in order for you to go through a proper transformation, and to fulfill your part of your life divine contract, if y'all are in a relationship and y'all are not doing it, then the universe will come up with something to split y'all up. And it looks like that it looks like a certain thing on the surface, but underneath the surface there's spiritual reasons for this. It's not something physical, it's the spiritual reasons. Okay. um and then I just don't feel like that y'all are seeing eye to eye with how each other, like y'all wasn't accepting one another. It was like y'all want each other to change in some way. And I just feel like y'all want each other to change in some way that y'all didn't need to change. You do need to go to a transformation, but it is a transformation that's very personal. Okay, that you're going to go through on your own for a time. You know, and it doesn't mean that you can't find somebody new. You know, it's all up to you and what you choose. I do feel like this person's coming back around, though. I'm just not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie about that. Mm-mm. Okay, it's time for me. It's time for me to go. I love y'all. It's time for me to go out. I love y'all a lot. Thank you guys for kicking it with me. Thank you guys for staying on my channel, liking and subscribing. That means so much to me. I will come back again one day, one day soon. And if you hit notifications, or if you subscribe, or if you liked my things, you will see me come back up into your algorithm when I go back live. So yeah, come through, ask questions. I will be more than happy to. If you want a reading with me, you can email me at neferoblotus@gmail.com. Oh, all right. Peace, spirit fingers. I will see you guys later.